What's up guys, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're driving and vibing.
Today we are super excited to have our trailer frame back on our property. It's been reinforced, it's been lifted, and today we're gonna give it a protective coating and make it look extra pretty, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know you guys have been anxiously awaiting for this trailer frame to finally be sandblasted and welded, and we finally have all that done, and it's time to paint it today.
Yeah, before we paint it, I'm going to just kick off all the surface level rust with this wire brush. It should probably take like 35 minutes. We'll do it in fast motion, so you won't have to watch it all. But we are excited to be teaming up with Eastwood for this video too. They're an automotive company that really focuses on restorations and stuff like that. So they've given us so much specialty paint to protect and to make this look nice.
Yes, they have like all these awesome chassis paints and rust preventatives and stuff. So we're gonna seal this baby up. So come along while we get started.
All right guys, so we knocked some of the rust off with that grinder, but it actually ended up being a huge task to do that all over the place. So we got a lot of the surface stuff off, but the products that Eastwood sent us are made to cover rust, so we thought we'll save ourselves a little extra trouble and hop on to the next step.
Yeah, it was overkill anyways because it was just some light oxidation on the top that this definitely is for and treats. And it just seemed like a very long process and a little dangerous too. It's really hard to keep control of the drills and stuff with those wire wheels on and all these nooks and crannies. So we figured we would just go ahead and coat it with the rust treatment stuff. Yeah,
so to get on board with this whole process, we reached out to Eastwood, really communicated with them what our project was, what our needs were, and put total faith in them, and they sent us exactly what they thought that we would need, and it looks like they gave us some good stuff to get started with.
So we're gonna start out with this internal frame coating, and it comes with this long nozzle, and so this attaches to the spray can and you put it in any of the frame openings, bolt holes, so it coats the inside of those like tubes.
Yeah, exactly. And then once we encapsulate the inside of those tubes, we'll spray this rust encapsulator on the entire frame. This, you know, it coats the rust, it prevents the rust from spreading, and it penetrates deep and cures fast. So once we do that and let that sit for a little while, then we'll get it a very nice finish with this 2K Aerospray chassis black. It's a gloss finish and it has a nozzle much like a paint gun, so it'll have an extremely even and nice finish on it.
So internal frame coating, the matte coating for the whole trailer, and then the glossy black finish. So let's go ahead and get painting. Is working really well. It has a much wider spray range than I was expecting, but when I first started it was already spraying through to the other side, and it's got a very broad spray, so we're excited that it's going to be a thorough coating in there.
All right guys, so Olivia just finished spraying the inside chambers so we could protect those from the rust, and now we're taking this rust encapsulator and we're going to coat the entire frame with it. You can see Olivia back there. She is protecting the shock mounts right now that already have a beautiful glossy finish on them, so we don't want to go over those unnecessarily since they already look good. But yeah, I'm gonna start knocking out these other parts. So hopefully we can get this around, get it on, and let it dry for a few hours before we put the top coat on.
so we're doing the bottom side of the frame now, which as you can guess is much harder than the top side. But we've gone through quite a bit of paint at this point. I think they sent about 12 cans of this stuff and we have about 4 left now. So we're almost finished, just a few more areas that we have to make sure are coated, and then we'll be done for the day.
Alright, so that was a pretty hard job, I have to say. It seems like painting something would be relatively easy, but it took a lot of energy.
So many different angles and sides, and doing the bottom was especially hard, but I think it's pretty sealed. It looks great, and tomorrow we'll put that glossy coat on.
Yeah, and the glossy coat is mostly for our satisfaction because of the whole trailer that you see behind us. Probably only 5% of it is actually exposed to the eye of the public once the shell is back on.
We'll mainly do the parts that will be visible, but then, you know, kind of gloss over any other areas that are going to see a lot of water.
But I think it's looking pretty good. I mean, almost brand new looking to me.
Yes, it looks great. I can't wait for it to dry and to get the gloss coat on tomorrow, and we will be done with this part.
I know, and it'll be just in time for us to head to Texas. That was one of the big things for us, is we wanted to get this thing protected and looking good before we went to Texas to shoot this documentary. And then it will be ready for us whenever we get back to put that subfloor in too.
Yeah, we were hoping that we would get around to putting the subfloor on and getting the shell back on, but it just didn't time out that way. And honestly, I'm happy at least that it's going to be sealed up and well protected while we are gone for a few weeks.
Yeah, because it would be a total bummer if we put the subfloor in but didn't get it connected back to the shell and then had all that exposed wood.
Yeah.
So it's good where we're at. I think we're pretty happy with it. We actually have so many friends in town this week too. The Freedom Theory's here, Exploring the Local Life is here, so I think we're gonna pretty much wrap this project up for the next month right now. And
yeah, and maybe relax a little bit and prepare a little bit more with the fiber stream and getting stuff together to be out on the road again for a while. We haven't, you know, broke down camp and set up in a long time. So it'll be fun to just kind of prepare for that and be able to go hang out with our friends in Texas for a while.
Yep, so thank you guys so much for watching today and sticking with us while we put on this coat of paint. Because
it's not glamorous at all.
No, but it is definitely rewarding for us. I hope there's some reward on the other end too to see this thing get painted.
Yes, I know that I am ready for a shower, something to eat. I need a big glass of water. It's so hot with the mask and the goggles on, and I knew I needed a long sleeve shirt to not get paint all over me. I did pretty well. This one finger that I used to spray with got coated. Kyle's a little worse off than I am, but it's so hot today.
Yeah, so thank you guys again for watching. Tomorrow Q&A video, so you know we'll be back for that, and we'll see you then.
Thanks guys, we'll see you next time.
Later on.